We going live. Hold on, my bad.
All right.
Yo, we live. Yo, it's your favorite businessman, CEO Rico, and my co-host Bruce Mother effing Wayne
What up, though?
on CEO Rico TV. Excuse us, we we look crazy. Y'all see my apples here, so don't trip.
He got food he ain't sharing, y'all.
Not true. Not true. Oh man, I just switched TVs. I got the broadcast on this TV. It's supposed to be on this. Oh no, never mind. How's everybody doing tonight? We got, let's see what we got all streaming up in here. We got our IG. We live on IG. Bam. We live on YouTube.
We done froze up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Waiting for my co-host. Lost him. Okay, there you go.
There I am.
Yeah, we lost you.
All right, here we go.
The whole broadcast had went off for some reason though. I don't know what that was
Yeah,
about.
that's what it felt like to me. We'll blame me, but
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
gonna
just.
edit that out because that's crazy. So we streaming on all three. Cool. Hey, so have you seen what Mason Cameron podcast?
Yep, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's actually kind of informative, and then it's from a hood perspective, so it's like ghetto news, and they be getting into it with people, which I love.
Hey, you want to know something? So Pete, so I seen it too. I seen it. It was he had 50 Cent on, so that's pretty interesting. So I kind of like it. But as far as them getting into it, all right. So typically I watch intellectual stuff, right?
Right.
But bro, when it's like intellectual, excuse me, but like a hood dude intellectual, and then like the hood dude, or not necessarily, he not necessarily hood dude, but you get what I'm saying, from the hood,
Yeah.
uplifted their life, that ain't intellectual. But then when they go off, it's crazy because I be like, that's me. Cause it showed like the real side, but it showed like, you could be that intellectual person, but still like I still go off.
Straight up. No, I definitely understand. And the fact that they know a lot of people, I think that's really what it is. Is it's
Mhm.
different when you have a following or an influence behind you. People got to respond to you now. You know what I mean? Because it's not going. You know what I mean? It's going to reach more people
Exactly.
than say we would at this juncture. But eventually, we got this. We got this.
So what your week was like, man?
Man, it was pretty interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been slow because of the holiday, so trying to get my body back into it, you know what I mean, trying to get back into the flow, sitting at a desk, you know what I mean, for 8 hours has been it's been tremendous. I got a birthday coming up for my son on the 13th, so happy birthday, little Justin. um,
Happy birthday.
we're gonna do something for him special this weekend. But no, man, just trying to get back into the flow of things, man. Really, is really what's been making it interesting. Getting the kids up every day. Having kids is an adventure, man. It's definitely an adventure,
Boy,
dog.
I know the feeling.
Getting
I
them
know
prep.
the feeling.
My wife started to take them to school, so you know what I mean. Trying to keep her calm, you know what I mean, because she got a whole different way than I do. You know what I mean? Like I yell a little bit, kind of get my point across, but they treat mom differently, so mom has to exert a little bit more energy. She tell them to stop, they keep running. It'd be a lot going on, bro. lot going on. But it is what it is. Oh, do we freeze again? Let me reload.
All right,
Okay,
we
there we
back.
go.
Yeah,
There we go.
I don't know what that's about.
Somebody up there on that iPad.
That's the thing. I'm not. I'm tapped in directly to the through the Ethernet cable.
Ethernet. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's why this is so unnecessary. I'm like, what is going on, bro?
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
But yo, all my people that's tapped in, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all where y'all at. Y'all at work? Y'all driving? What y'all doing? Drop some comments. We trying to get some interaction up in here.
Man, shout out to the graveyard shift. People working
Hey,
at midnight, burning that
facts.
midnight oil, boy. I
Facts.
couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it,
Fuck no.
man.
F no.
Nah, my wife been doing it forever though, man. She at Ford right now, man, and just 12-hour shift thing they be on, man. Man, stop. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for working, but 12 hours is a lot. That's a lot,
I couldn't do it.
bro.
I remember I worked at Roush.
hmm
This was years ago. Man, I worked at Roush and I remember they were doing sign-ups for 12-hour shifts
hmm
and because we were doing the I think it was the F-150. They had a line of F-150s and they basically had to swap out the engines. So they had to, lift the whole frame of it up, um, take the engine off, and then, I think they was swapping motors, yeah. Kid you not, bro. It was like 12 people on one truck at a time. And they had the whole thing dismounted, everything in 6 hours. So it took 6 hours to take it off, 6 hours to put it back on. Craziest junk ever. But that was
Mm-mm.
my first and last ever 12-hour shift at a
No, I
job
can't do it.
because it was brutal, bro. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I can't do it. They even nicer now though, because uh she in charge, but the people up under her they can do like maybe 2 days on, 3 days off, and then 3 days on, 2 days off. So they got a nice little switch. If you can, power through those couple of days, then you get a few days off at a time. I think that's amazing. But at the same time, that length of time, and I can see why people fall in love in them places, man. You spend that's half of your day. You got to go back home. Hopefully, you get 8 hours worth of sleep, depending on how your life going, and then you right back at it, right back in somebody else's facility. So, oof.
Hey, you know what? That's a very good question. So let's talk about that real quick because
hmm
I was listening to something the other day, and that's something that they was talking about with the whole, how people got like the whole work wife and
hmm
work wife, work husband or whatever, because they spend a lot of time in there, right?
Yep.
So do you think that's like a natural thing, I guess? Because it's kind of primitive to me because it's like, okay, as grown as adults, it's like, okay, I understand that we in the same place for a long period of time. We getting to know each other like that. But like, why does it always gravitate towards the work wife, work husband aspect? You know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of like I know I only see you in this place. Granted, I'm
hmm
here, 8 to 12 hours a day, but it's kind of like I'm in here working. I'm not necessarily in here to fraternize or whatever. So I don't get it. Like, how does it automatically just come off as work wife, work husband, to where you like, oh, I like this person? It's like you really don't even know this person. You just know this person inside of here. You don't really know that motherfucker.
I mean, I think it's time. Like I was mentioning before, man, it's the balance time of a day. So if you're thinking that you're doing 12 hours, you trying to get 8 hours of sleep, that's 20 hours right there. You're only getting 4 hours with your loved ones, man. So 4 versus 12 is definitely going to be different. I don't necessarily say that was something I would fall for. I know I would be strong when it comes to something like that, but people weak, man. People weak, man. You get to talking to people too much, and they fall apart. They fall apart, bro.
So do you think that's more like not necessarily like a lack I'm trying to find the right words to act like the what to
Mhm.
what the framing it acts because it's like because I don't believe in cheating. Like I feel like that's as grown as adults cheating is so dumb. That's just how I
Right.
look at it because it's like what's really the point of cheating? Like if you really like rock with the person that you with, because it's two ways you can look at it. If you cheat on the person that you with, one, you don't really respect them. That's one. Two, it's like what does that say about you? Because it's like if you cheating on somebody that you with, that means you kind of would think that they're below you in a sense, right? Because it's like if you got something if you look like from a woman's point of view, look like your man is supposed to be not necessarily like almost like an authoritative figure in a sense, but it's like your man should be like that, like him to you. So it's like if you cheat on your own dude, your dude ain't really him, and it's like then what does that really say about you?
Well, some people cheat for insecurity purposes. Some people think that what they're in is too good to be true, so they become very self-destructive. I've seen this a few times, where it's not a matter of whether or not, excuse me, they believe that the person is beneath them, but more of a, I don't deserve that kind of person. This can't be real, so they just blow it up. It's very self-destructive. I've seen that a couple of times in my life, bro. Couple of
Really,
times.
really,
Yeah, man.
from like the
Yeah.
female to male point of view.
Female to male and sometimes male to female. It's weird. We hear about the male to female point of view. You got the guy sitting on the couch, he not working. You got the girl out there doing all the work. You know what I mean? And in
That
some kind
nigga's a
of way,
bum.
his time leads to inadequacy, and this inadequacy leads him to go out there and start cheating while she working. He borrowing her car, dropping her off at work. We didn't see him, baby boy. So with that being said,
Nah,
like,
nah,
you know what I mean? We know what it
yeah.
is, bro. Like, we didn't see it in real life. That's just a movie example, but we didn't see those type of situations in real life. And you can't. I don't, well, maybe you do. Maybe. I don't know. It really depends on your mindset. That maybe you think, I'm a pimp. She working, I'm at home. So maybe you do think you about that person, but in real life, like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Whoever making the money to me, whoever making the money,
I mean, I guess.
bro.
So let's jump into some current news.
Okay.
So I know everybody been seeing, the news on the California wildfires. What you got on that, man?
Man, California wildfires, what did they say? Started a few days ago. It started in the Palisades, Hollywood, Eaton, Hearst, and Lydia, different places in California. Right now, they up to 5 fires. Now, I will say this. They did catch a dude, what was it, yesterday? Running around with a blowtorch? Like,
Straight?
Man, I'm listen, man. Listen, man. People crazy, bro. Like people really out here nuts. And my wife did say that. She's like, I really think that people out here setting them fires. It ain't no way. But if you look at the science of it, I think it's a combination of both. Like you
Okay.
actually have because it's always been either an envy or a disdain. Because all the places that I just named are what they consider to be rich and famous people's homes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like even
Okay.
JJ Redick, the new coach for the LA Lakers, he lost his home during the Florida fire. I mean, excuse me, the California fire. So, with that regards, like I can see where people might be on some Robin Hood, up there trying to tear down, because they feel some kind of way because you're in a different position than what they're in. But it still participated. With the winds up there, they got something called the Santa Ana winds. Winds got up to about 80 miles an hour. For that reason, a lot of the helicopters and stuff couldn't come out there and drop the water like they were supposed to. They deployed 7,500 people, 31 helicopters. Six other helicopters dump water, but because of the amount of wind, the smoke, stuff like that, they weren't able to utilize some of those resources. Sources even said that yesterday was it yesterday, the day before yesterday, they deployed about 800 prison inmates, bro, to help participate in putting out the fires. I think they were set to get paid a little over $10 a day, $10 a day, bro. $10 a
Yeah, I
day,
seen that.
man, to help participate in putting them out. But it's crazy. It's something that's always happened. We make songs about it. It never rains in Southern California. You know what I mean? So it's
Okay. Yeah,
definitely
I
a
never
thing,
pointed those two together.
man. It's definitely a thing. I just don't understand. I've always questioned it. With y'all being so close to water, like, why is this a big thing? You get what I'm saying? Like with the technology that we have now, this is something that we know what's going on. Why haven't we come up with a way, to prevent it? or to be ready for it. I guess at the very least.
Right. I seen Trump, he was talking about it. And he was talking about how like they was like mismanagement of the water
Hmm.
and all like that. But that's a very valid point though. It's like y'all right next to a super large body of water.
Come on, man. Come
And
on, man.
but like Trump was saying like something about was it Trump? It was either Trump or somebody else I was listening to. They saying like how the
Hmm.
water come from like the like up north in the mountains or something like that, and they like
Hmm.
mismanaging that whole situation. But that still is
Hmm.
a very valid point, and considering the fact like this not the first fire, so it's
Hmm.
kind of like if there's something that reoccurs, you kind of should be prepared for it. You get what I'm saying? Like it
Absolutely.
would make some type of sense to be prepared for it. Just like when it comes to like down south when they had like hurricanes and stuff,
Hmm.
it'd be kind of like y'all should be prepared for this. Y'all because y'all lived through this already. So it's like why wouldn't you
Hmm.
be somewhat prepared for it and stuff like that? But
Hmm.
another crazy thing that I was hearing is a lot of insurance companies they actually leave in California because of these type of issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know insurance companies that like I know they live in Florida
Yep,
far
because
as
the
like
flooding.
flood insurance and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
But it's like when you really think about it, it's like where does that leave the like homeowners and stuff like so what are they supposed to do? Like is the government supposed to create like an insurance type program to bridge that gap or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like what are they
No,
supposed to do?
they gonna come up with something because, like we said at the top of the conversation, man, that's where the rich and the famous live. So a lot of these people know people or have some kind of financial influence over something. So even if the insurance companies decide to leave, they're gonna come up with a plan. You know what I mean, for everybody to be successful. I'm just curious as to how much aid they're gonna pass out because I know during that Florida was it Florida
Yeah, it was
thing
Florida.
they was complaining about people only getting 750. And now we're talking about the rich and famous. So I want to see how much aid, you know what I mean, they pass out to, people that don't look like us. I'm just curious.
Well, but here's the thing though. Remember, so the whole $750 that was a huge thing. But
Hmm.
remember, we was talking about the bill when Musk started weighing in and basically saying like, no, we're not passing the bill or whatever,
Hmm.
because they was about to go on a shutdown. Remember,
Hmm.
so in that bill they passed an emergency fund like for
Okay.
like natural disasters or whatever, and I think that's where the 10 billion came in. Was it
Okay.
10, I think it was like 10 billion or 100 billion, it's one of the two. Can't really remember like that, but I know they passed it.
Okay.
But that was a part of that.
Well, I hope so. I hope
So
so because
basically,
that's
like they gonna
seven.
get they're gonna get the funding, is what I'm saying, because
But
they already
do
had a
you,
bill ready for it.
but do you think that they reach back to the people that they missed or the people that
Talking
got
about
that
Florida,
750? Yeah.
hell no, man. I don't personally. I don't know. I don't think so
Hmm.
because you would have to go through. Maybe they have to go through that entire process again. But it's
Hmm.
kind of like if I already applied for it and y'all was only giving out 750, and and they might not had made it like wide spread like yo we passed it, come back and apply again, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So that's just kind of how I'm thinking about it.
But how convenient though, from my mind, from a conspiracy theorist type. You know what I mean? You know that they know when hurricane season is, just like they know when wildfire season is. So how convenient that they done up the ante up, right? Just in time, you know what I mean, for the next disaster that involves the rich people. That's just where I am.
Okay, so even still going on that conspiracy theory though, but it's still like one of those, they were already trying to plant, if I remember correctly, you remember the whole budget bill, it's a certain time frame this
Hmm.
budget bill goes through.
I agree.
They didn't expect Elon to pause that and do what he did. They didn't expect that. Remember, Elon is not a politician. So it's like he's brand new to the whole thing. And
He's
he
not a politician, but he's always had the amount of money that he has, and with that comes influence, bro. We're just seeing the influence because now he's starting to step out. People go crazy when Trump get in office, bro.
no, but
But
wait,
I think,
before that, I'm saying
okay,
because we talking about the timeline.
right.
The Florida situation was before the election.
Hmm.
Budget they made the financial budget the previous fiscal year. So
for
it
the
was
next
going
following year, right?
into the next year. So the whole Trump and Elon little hookup, and then even though he got money and influence, but
Hmm.
you got to remember he's a part of the Republican Party. The Democrats trying to get this passed. So it's like you can't really say like conspiracy theory wise because it's kind of like nobody expected like he's not even with the influence he's not in there. It's his first time being in a political in a political position of power. So even when they was about to pass the bill, they wasn't expecting him to be like, no, like this is BS. They weren't expecting that whatsoever. Influence or not, they was not expecting that. He's on
I
a
disagree, man. I
hot.
disagree, man.
So basically,
I
what you're saying is the Democrats remember the Democrats was also
right.
politicians was going to get a raise. They haven't got raises in years. So you
Hmm.
telling me that the Democratic Party was expecting Elon Musk as they was trying to get this bill passed, they was expecting him to be like, "Nah, this is all bullshit. We not about to. We no, I'm not letting this through." And talking all his shit on X, they were expecting him to do that. Meaning that would mean that they would want to sabotage their own benefit. Is what you saying?
What I'm saying is that I believe that the whole Republican Democratic beef thing that they throw out at us, I believe it's all fabricated, bro. Like I believe that it is something to keep the people divided. You remember, division is the strongest thing. So when you come up with race, like I was talking about the pie a couple episodes again, when you come up with race, when you come up with gender, when you come up with abortion, when you come up with different stances, I believe that that's just a way to divide people. I don't believe in Republican or Democrat. I believe that those people hang out together, just like they saw Obama and Trump laughing at the what was that? Somebody's funeral, Jimmy Carter's funeral. I believe that that's how it go all the time. I believe that the behind the curtain, nobody really disagrees or gets along. I believe they take turns. I feel like you get what I'm saying. Like that's just personally what I believe. A lot of people, who choose to follow down that race of, I'm liberal or I'm, you know what I mean. I don't believe in any of it, man. I believe it's
Okay,
just another
okay,
point of
okay.
division.
So two things can be true. So you
Mhm.
basically saying that if I play on one team and you play on the other team, we can't be cool.
Not necessarily. That's not what I'm saying. I believe that they hey, this is what I'm about to do. It's a script. I believe it's all scripted. This is what we about to do. This is what we
Okay.
about to do. You gonna be upset about this. We gonna, you know what I mean. That's gonna divide them this way, and then I'm gonna be upset about that, and then that's gonna divide them, and then we gonna tug a war. We gonna
So wait,
pretend.
you really think that they're scripting them being pissed off or trying to get certain things?
Absolutely.
Because here's where I'm coming from. So I
Okay.
get where you coming from.
Okay.
But when you think about the entire setup, you got the parties, but then you got to remember because now in order to get laws and all that stuff through, we got businesses and corporations that's now a part of this. And you
Hmm.
can't sit here and tell me that corporations is scripted and all that because corporate espionage, all that stuff, like companies literally are cutthroat. You got to think about it. Remember, with the airlines and how they had people that was about to do the whistleblowing thing and how they came up
Hmm.
dead and all like that.
Hmm.
That ain't scripted. That's real life. So it's like you really think okay now I feel like we're going into a movie at this point because you really
No,
think
and I'm gonna be honest with you because it's a lot of things. Like just for an example, if you get a chance, follow down this rabbit hole, bro. When they did that, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, they had the grocery store shooting where some kind of anonymous white guy walked into a grocery store and started shooting a bunch of black people. Now, once we dove into the story and saw exactly who was shot, it was more than just a random shooting. One of the people that was shot in that grocery store was an engineer who had, I don't want to say he was a first person, but he had created an engine that ran off water. And he was trying to push that engine to the government. This is what we want to do. I done came up with something that's going to uh,
that's gonna basically
take away
disrupt the
from
industry.
exactly. There you
Right.
go.
So,
There you go.
so I'm not
And
I'm not knocking that. I'm with
okay,
you on something like that.
okay.
But when we transition in it, when we talk about opposing parties,
Hmm.
and then bills and then natural disasters.
I believe that that would have affected just that example in itself would have affected both parties, and both parties can. I feel like they. I just feel that way, bro. Like it doesn't look right. Half of the things that we see, half of the things that we go through, bro. Even from the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, the switch from slavery. How one of them wanted to free the slaves. How one of them wanted to let now. Before we were supposed to be Republican, now we're Democrat, and that's what we follow. And it's diehard, and it's inbred into our community. I feel like that is a reason. I feel like it's all applied and employed, bro. I feel like it's all applied and employed, and I don't believe in any of it, bro. Any of it.
So, oh, okay. I gotta get some pushback there though,
I understand. Let's go.
because aside from we touched on the slavery part in a second, but
Right.
Trump is returning for presidency for
Mhm.
the second term, but he
Agreed.
lost he lost the last one, remember? And then
Hmm.
remember, they don't want Trump in because he doesn't go along with he's not going along with them because like he got his own bread, he got his own everything. So he don't even stay at the
Hmm.
White House, bro. He go to his own crib.
Hmm.
So it's like they tried to assassinate him. Clearly, he's not
Did
a
did they know? Did they know?
okay.
Did they know?
So the first one they say is staged, but
Of
the
course.
second one, my man's was in the bushes on a golf course with the AK, and then I think it was a third one. I can't really remember, but just hear me out. Even if that was necessarily staged or not, it's still the powers that be really didn't want him there. Like
I
he his own
understand.
person, and then he brings Elon in as well. That's where it's just like a I can't really go to the extent of saying like, okay, the Florida was orchestrated, they passed the bill, and then now all of a sudden wildfire, and they basically like set it up. I feel like that's too deep of a conspiracy. It wouldn't make sense because there's variables that were not anticipated. Nobody was anticipating Elon, this rich ass dude, to become in a political space, be owner of Tesla, SpaceX, what's the other one? Starlink. Nobody was expecting him to be a part of the cabinet. Like that's where I'm coming from. And then the Democrats is going to sabotage their own raise bonuses and raises and all. It's like, come on, like I'm going to sabotage my own money for a play on America. Like we already got the American people, but we already got it. Why am I
Listen.
helping these rich people in these houses? They're not the corporations. They're just rich and famous people. Why am I going to sabotage my own bread
Mhm.
to start fires for y'all,
Mhm.
and then we're
Okay.
gonna give y'all money? Like,
Okay. So what I'm gonna ask you is, do you? How do I put this the best way, bro? Because I want to make sure that my point is clear. If you believe that these people aren't working together, like they're not working together, you believe that sometimes they agree on things and sometimes they don't, kind of thought process. And that's basically, you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Okay, there we go. You all right?
yeah. I had to check on my baby.
Okay, just pulled out a walkie talkie. He worked for the Secret Service, y'all. He worked for the feds. Let me watch what I
And
say.
that kind of would look like that. Like, yeah, go get him now. Go get him
You're right. You're
now.
right. He's trying to set me up. All right, let me let
Yeah, no,
me.
I hate the whole yelling thing. So I bought walkie talkie so we don't got to do that yelling stuff.
Okay, I got you. That was just out of the ordinary. Anyway,
Yeah, my bad.
uh, yeah, something happened to me, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, um, I just don't feel like it's if we consider music, if we consider everything to be an influence to get us to think a certain way, why would politics not be a part of that?
No,
If everything is geared towards us being blinded, not paying attention, all of these actor fights and little, you get what I'm saying, like these little side missions that happen right around election time. Who was it this time? Was it Diddy? Was it, you know what I mean? Like it. If we believe that all of these things happen, how can we not believe that the people that put the stuff in place have our best interests in mind? How can we believe that they are? truly or believe truly what it is that they think that they're presenting to us. We can't even believe the news because we know the news is filtered. We know that they put out what they want to put out. You can't say certain things about certain people.
Right.
It's all scripted, bro. Like I don't
I don't know. I can't agree with the whole scripted part. I understand when
right.
it comes to like, tailoring a certain message. Absolutely, the mass media, that's one way on how you control people. I get all that.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that the politics isn't involved. I agree it is. But I'm just saying not every single component, because some of it is, because yet and still, why will one party sabotage their own party
Hmm.
when it benefits themselves,
Hmm.
so the other party can stop it, and then all of a sudden to help other people that's not even in the political that's the part that don't make sense.
Because I believe and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be confusing. If it's easy, everybody will figure it out, bro.
Not
That's
true.
just how you know.
Majority of fucking people can't figure stuff out. They retarded as shit.
With the amount of information that we have at our fingertips, I feel like we are closer to pushing messages. Like I feel like we're more close to being knowledgeable about everything than we were maybe 10 years ago before the, you know what I mean, before the internet kind of took off and platforms took off to where people can put out their own personal message. You know what I mean? And it wasn't filtered as much. Like I feel like now we are in the what they call the age of information.
Right.
And with that being said, I feel like more discussions are being had and we're becoming more, awake, so to speak. I just don't want to say woke. Like that's a weird term.
I got you.
So, with that being said, I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had, man. I feel like I don't believe that anybody, any of them, why would they leave anything to chance? You're gonna have your spats, but it's all happening too perfectly, bro. To me, in my opinion.
All right.
But no, back to these California wildfires, man. Um, that's a sad situation, bro. It's hard to lose your home. A lot of people were saying they lived in their homes for 20, 25 years plus. But like you said, it's unbelievable that they haven't come up with a way to
Yeah, to
fix it.
counter that.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
unless it's intentional, unless somebody getting paid off the back end, you know what I mean? Like I always think that somebody else. I don't ever think nothing happens by chance. I always think it's a bigger purpose behind it.
It say 11 people died so far.
11 out of all of them
11.
houses that burned.
Yeah, 11
I
people.
thought that's I don't want to say it the wrong way, but that's a blessing, bro. Considering that it's five fires at this point, like five.
Yeah. It's messed up, but yeah,
It
I
is. It's
understand.
definitely a messed up situation, bro. Definitely.
So, next topic. So, it's a baby mama epidemic.
Oh, here we go.
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
go.
So, should baby mama start practicing polygyny for the sake of their children? So, I'm
Okay,
about to I got a video queued up.
hold on. Before you get into it, explain to the people what polygyny is so that they understand, because it's a whole lot of that poly word is big.
So, for anybody that don't know, you got polygamy with just, multiple partners, and then polygyny is the practice of a man having more than one wife.
Okay.
So, let's cue this baby up real quick. I want y'all to see this.
Help the single mother epidemic. If the majority of you were to double up Jesus in a household and just be like with one man, and then you got your little kid, little man, and then another woman has her kid, a little Shay, and all of y'all live in the same house. Now, little man has a sister, little Shay, and everybody's good. Now you have a family, a man taking care of two women and two children versus one woman taking care of a child. Imagine a man that makes, like, just say 400,000 a year, right? Say he has two kids or whatever from a divorce, right? But he's an empty nester and he has this big old house. Life is great, right? And next thing you know, he, as a good man, he's taking care of three kids and three women. Oh, but what is it teaching those children? If it's community minded. Drug use literally goes down. Homelessness literally goes down. You ever think about Thanos and be like, damn, that nigga had a point? I think about that with this nigga. Like, damn, there every other conversation, like, damn, you a necessary evil, huh? I'm just saying. Majority perspective. There needs to be a man in the household because there's certain things a man can teach you that women can't. What would help this?
So, what you think about that? You muted.
Nope, I got it.
And there you go.
Apologize. I had to speak with my little blessings for a second. Um, it makes sense. It makes sense, to be honest with you. But at the same time, if you got somebody at that income level, you know what I mean. You basically,
What you mean at
why?
that income level?
He said what, 400,000?
Nah, he didn't say a number.
No, on the beginning of the clip, he said $400,000. You got a man that's making 400. How did he put it? We got a man that's making 400. He divorced. He got two kids, and then you.
He said 400 for real?
Yeah, in the beginning, he said 400. That's almost a half a million.
I don't remember 400. I don't remember him
He's,
saying a number.
he said four. He said you got a man making about 400. But no, if you financially able to do it, and you and that person, have that mutual understanding, I feel like it would be beneficial, from that standpoint of it. And plus, like he said, you get that blended family kind of thing going, that people been doing anyway. You just add another person into your scenario, as many as you can afford, I guess.
Mm.
But no, it's not a bad idea, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a bad idea.
You was right. He did say 400,000. I did not hear that part.
Mm.
I mean, so I think take away the take away like the high income part away from it, right?
Oh, okay.
Um, when you take away the high income component, I still think it would be something that's more feasible because these the women, like considering the fact it's a whole baby mama epidemic or whatever,
Mhm.
they're basically raising their children on their own, and they don't have the other component that they actually need. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason on why in order to create a child, it takes two, a man and a woman. So it just with the child growing up, they need life lessons from the man who thinks more from a logical stance in life, and then they also need the emotional, like the nurturing side from the woman as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like you raising this kid by yourself, especially if it's a boy. You raising these children by yourself. It's like there's so much that they are not going to have simply because they don't have their father. But it's like if two women, like what, let's come, we all come together. We can raise the children. We got a man that's leading the household, stuff like that. Irregardless of the him making a significant amount, because what a lot of people don't realize is, men who make a certain amount, that comes with a whole different ball game, because like it takes a lot to make a lot of money.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people think it's like, this whole work life balance or whatever. That's not really true. And like you can actually look at like whether you follow CEOs, billionaires, stuff like that, follow them on like social media or whatever, and just hear like some of their commentary when it comes to like, let's say like they're on a podcast, they'll tell you there is no work-life balance. And that's why a lot of them is like, really think about it, a lot of billionaires actually are not like, they always have a second wife.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jeff Bezos. I mean, you I think Jay-Z might be the only one who's still with Beyonce, but they both actively are in the same entertainment. They actively do all that. But if you talking about like a regular dude that built up his company and then like he just got a regular wife or whatever, 9 times out of 10, like they always separate because the man typically something suffers. He really don't have a lot of time to be at home. He don't have a lot of time, to do the whole. He gonna be there raising the children, stuff like that. Is like, how can you expect somebody to be there when they got to become rich? So that's why I say
Yeah.
take the financial component out. But it's like there's a man that's there. It's the man that's gonna teach your kids, your son how to use the bathroom properly. how to stand up, how to aim the thing, you know what I'm saying? How to cut grass, the little necessities that, men teach boys that become men.
Right.
You feel
Agreed.
what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you don't gotta worry about a boy growing up super emotional because he learned from a man. Now I know some
Mm.
like when we see in the video, you see the lady, she was saying, what type of morals and all that is that teaching them or whatever. And it's like, you hear that when men and women, when they talk about the whole polygyny thing and like women are against, they say, well, what are we teaching them? Am I settling for less and all like that? It's kind of like, well, if you really think about it, a lot of y'all really are having a number of failed relationships. Possibly more than one child by more than one man. You are 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but in a lot of cases, not financially stable for real. I mean, because at the end of the day, like life is really expensive, especially like
Mhm.
today where inflation, everything like that is very expensive. So you don't got the financial component, you don't got the emotional component, you have a bunch of different partners. What are you teaching your kids? Like, so when you say, what are you teaching your kids by being in a polygamous relationship? It's kind of like, why? Simply because the man has more than one woman? It's like you as a woman, you have more than one man throughout the life because you're not, married to one man.
That's facts.
So it's kind of like, if anything, you kind of showing your kids it's okay to be kind of like, I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, but like passed around.
Right.
So I when women try to make those type of arguments, I don't indulge too much because in a lot of cases it don't really seem like a beneficial conversation to be in, because it's like, you feel the way that you feel. Let's just see if you're gonna get the actual results.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I took the approach. I don't really argue. Like, I used to argue with people when I was younger, but as I got older, I'm like, there's no point to argue with you, especially if I know for a fact I know what the hell I'm talking about. It's like, bro, time gonna show you that I was right. I ain't gotta argue to try to prove my point. You gonna see.
You better than me. I love to argue. I love to argue, bro.
I
I
don't.
will argue. I love it. Don't be wrong. Oh, I'm on your head. I'm on
Yeah,
your
see, I don't know, because it just got to the point, man. That joint was a headache, bro.
head. I feel
It was
you.
a headache. Like, you ever tried to? I'm not trying to say that bad, but you ever tried to argue with a dumb person?
Yeah. And I
That shit
usually
is.
get them to see. I usually get them to see my way by the time we done.
It's too draining for me. I can't
No, I
do it.
feel you.
I
I
feel like
feel
I'm
you.
wasting my life, my time, my everything. It's like because at that point it's like you just as stupid as the person you arguing with.
I think I'm all as teaching moments. I feel like we trying to each one teach one. Ain't that what they say? Each one teach one. Let me get you
I don't know, man. Some people, I don't think it's teachable. It's like you life. You just got to go through life and to experience it, because I can't do it for
No, I feel
real.
you, bro. No, I feel you. But no, all in all, though, even from an income standpoint, if he's not making all of that money, the fact that y'all can collectively come together and make a bank, y'all could make a bag. Like, I feel like that's called. Like, I like that option when it
Right.
comes
It
to
would
that.
make sense. You got
Yeah.
you got family support, you got a structure, you got three incomes, one household, you got more money in the
Hmm.
pot. I
Hmm.
honestly, like, real talk, it seems like, and I'm gonna say this, because being a part of our community, but then on the outside looking in from other communities, you see a few different videos. Like, I'm gonna queue up a video in a minute, um, where I'm gonna queue it up right now. Basically, what happened is, uh, a dude went around asking women, can a man with no money make a woman happy in a relationship? Now, what I want you to do, I want you to pay attention to the people that he's asking,
Okay.
and just pay attention to their ethnicity.
Okay.
Woman happy in a relationship.
I think so. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna say no.
No, hell no. Absolutely not.
That's tough. First, he's gonna make her unhappy because niggas don't know how to act when they don't have money.
Period. Period.
No, he wouldn't get a real chance, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't entertain it for the moment. Huh? I can't be the one with money. He gotta be the one with money. No. Hell no. How he gonna make me happy? How you gonna make her happy with no money? No. Yeah.
Cap.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey, I can't answer that question.
Okay.
A man can do anything with anything to make things happen.
Whatever the that means, right?
Yeah. So you never broke that? No.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
If he's caring, if he's respectful, and he's trying to get somewhere, then yes.
I'm gonna say yes. Yes, absolutely. But he gotta have a hustle and a drive. And in order for a woman to submit, there has to be a mission. That's why it's called submission. So if I know the plan, the goal, where we're going, I'm willing to stay down for the come up.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
see, but would you see in the beginning though, like the two white women, they was like, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shit yeah.
But then, the black women, they like, no broke niggas over here.
Yeah, I was cracking up. They was going.
I'm gonna stay single till I find me a rich one.
Man, listen, man.
With all this attitude and all my kids and multiple baby daddies,
man,
I'm gonna say no. I need me a rich one.
No, that's definitely not beneficial to have that thought process of it. But I don't know, man. I feel like love can work in any situation. I see it. You see it. It happens where you get, you know what I mean, broke dudes, like we were just talking about, baby boy status, and the girl be in love. The girl be in love. She just say that for everybody else. I don't think they really believe that.
I don't know. I say teachers on, man. I honestly believe that this, man, for things to get back, because my thing is I'm not with the whole, if your woman is a certain way and you broke, I feel like every man should have financial stability. You should be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maintain your household. Stuff like that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's level of broke is different.
Right.
Some people feel like I don't have enough money to pay my bills, broke. But then some people was like, I paid all my bills and I ain't got nothing extra, broke.
Right.
It's like, okay, which broke we talking about? The
Right,
dude that can take care of himself all the way, or the other one? And then you got some people like, well, if my pockets dip below 10 bands, I'm broke, and etc. So it's like, which one we talking about here? But at the end of the day, it's like, man, listen, these women, they let them want what they want. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. They super emotional, because eventually I was talking to a dude today and he was telling me, chick that he dealing with, he 39, she's 48, and she been supposedly praying for, I know, I thought the same thing, but whatever. I guess she was praying for a dude or whatever, and then he God blessed her with him. And I guess she got her stuff together now with, I guess, from the mentality that she used to have.
Okay.
Because she got old. She was getting old. It's kind of like you really can't, if you see your way ain't working,
right,
what you gonna do?
Right.
But the sad part is, I don't think they're really teaching the younger ones, because it's like it's gonna be a perpetual cycle. Like,
right.
I want this, and it's like, well, they don't want you. At what point is you gonna get it together?
Right.
It's always funny though, because it's like the ones that the ones that is that guy, they not really. It's like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah. I'm the one who can get anyone I want for the most part, so whatever.
I feel you.
Check this one out. Should men step up to protect women they don't know? Now, I want to preference this. I want to preface this because on the surface level, it's kind of like a, depending on the situation, it's like a course. Yes, they should. If she's running from something, but no, that ain't what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
All right, let's see.
Make it happen. Fuck you. What I did?
tell me.
God,
Bro, when I seen that, I said, "What? What?
man, we got to do better.
Wait. When you say we, what do you mean?"
As a people, we got to
Oh,
do
okay,
better,
okay. I thought you was trying to say as men. No, I ain't agreeing with that, bro. And listen, so dude comment, he said, I'm not gonna lie, no man stepped up to help this lady. All these people were scared on their phones, recording and calling the police, shaking my head. My question is, who will police us when there's no more police to protect us? I seen that. I'm like, bro, stop being a bitch. What are you talking about? No, for real. Cause like, come on, bro. Like, really, who's going to police us? Mom, if you got a big ass dude and you're a female, why do you think you can go toe to toe with that, bro? You as a female. And then to say for men to step up, you want me to step in the way of this big ass dude who can probably knock me and your ass out. You feel? I'm not talking about me
right.
personally, but you know what I'm saying. Who can like look at his figure compared to yours? Why are you going? And then she swung first. I don't know what type of time this man on. You want me to possibly put my life in risk to protect your stupid ass
Right,
because you don't know how to shut up?
right, for real.
That's what you want me to do, right? No. That's why I always hate when we have that conversation of, oh, well, men shouldn't do this. And it's like, okay, I get what you're saying, but you're going to take the accountability from the opposing party. They
Right,
have no accountability, huh? No, keep your hands to yourself. No, you don't argue with them. You don't do nothing
right.
because they can physically hurt you. And then you always hear that main thing. Well, I'm gonna call my daddy and I'm gonna call my brothers and uncles and blah. Yeah, but if I beat your ass before they get here, the damage is done.
And if they get here and they get hurt, man, it was a situation I want to say a couple of months ago where this lady, I want to say she called her daughters over, and daughters ain't even making it in the dough. They got shot down on the porch, bro. Like it
Damn.
wasn't even like she lost both her kids. Lady's still alive, but she lost both her kids behind calling your people over to somewhere. Like I feel. I feel a certain kind of way about that. You know what I mean? Like in the back of your
Yeah.
mind, you want to think you got some Avengers that's gonna show up. But shit,
Yeah.
anybody with half a piece of sense though
You
know
called them
you
to their
running into a
death.
situation. You know what I mean? That they don't even know. Like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like people always gonna have something to say. You know what I
True.
mean? But if you wasn't standing there to take the punch, then I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't even want to hear. Like, nah, bro, nah.
Exactly. I didn't seen too many bad situations, all because it's like the opposing parties are outside of their element. But that
Mhm.
it's still like I get we can always come from the standpoint of, oh, a man shouldn't do this. All right, cool, I got you. But what about if you do? You ain't ever think about that? Like, you want the
Mhm.
damage to already be done? Like, you rather be effed up and right, or would you rather be okay and like like whatever? That's not even really worth my time.
Right,
I
for real.
just when I seen this video, bro, it really blew my mind because it's like, why are women really thinking like they're a man's equivalent and they could just do whatever? You feel what I'm saying? Like, Shorty really swung on my man's.
Mhm. I
Like,
don't know. Maybe half of her thought that somebody was going to jump in. Maybe she had confidence in the people around her. But I mean, come on now. Realistically, you got to know. It don't matter how mad you is. Like you got to evaluate your situation. But women like that though. Women don't really have that situational awareness, bro. They just get out there. I be getting on my wife sometimes. Like, did you see that, or was you paying attention? Like, no. Come on, man. Come on, man. So maybe it's just something in there where they feel protected for some strange reason or another. Maybe she thought he wasn't gonna do nothing. She was gonna be able to slap him, and that
And
was
just
gonna be the
nothing
end of it.
happened, even though he
Man,
irate as shit all in their face.
man,
He said,
listen,
"Do something, B."
yeah, no. For us, it did.
Called her a dyke
It,
and everything.
no, for us, it didn't add up. It didn't add
Man,
up. But
I'm
outside
telling you,
looking
I was
in,
lost.
nah, nah, bro. There's something about them, bro. There's definitely something about them. They got that lack of fear for danger. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what to call
Stupidity.
it.
You see a damn lion and then he agitated. What you gonna go try to? Oh yeah, lion. You shouldn't put your hands on me because I'm a woman, but I'm gonna fuck with you anyway. Okay.
Right. So I seen it. I'm like, nah, bro. I didn't really think it was gonna go that far watching the beginning of the video, but yeah. People yell all the time. People yell at Starbucks. I was just at what was that? Tim Hortons the other day. People got into it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
people
I get
yell.
yelling, but like dog is behind the counter.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is in your face. Y'all
yeah.
like it's just gonna take him one good swift and whack.
Right. No, I
That's
feel
where
you.
I'm coming from. It
I
just
feel you. And there was an employee that was standing right there behind the little milk machine. He wasn't moving. It was
yeah.
an old white guy. He was like,
Cause he
nah.
like, oh my God,
He like,
I gotta stop this. I gotta like, no, better move your little old ass out the way. Don't get yourself hurt because she wanna be stupid.
for real. For real. Because it's never that important. I wonder what the argument was about. People get an
I do
argument over the
too.
stupidest stuff. I wonder what it was about.
Hey,
Some
what if it
cream,
was over
some
some
milk.
cream? Hey, that's exactly what I was
You
about to say.
know
What
what
if it was over some cream, bro? It's like, yeah, it's not even that serious,
I mean? Come
homeboy. Like,
on,
okay, you
man.
want your coffee that way. All right, just get it remade.
You're
But he
right,
probably
for
like, no,
real.
she got an effing attitude because she don't want to
Man,
be here
listen.
at work.
Customer service ain't what it used to be, bro. Like
It's
customer
not.
service is really not what it used to be. I remember people used to take pride in it, proud to make, whatever amount of money they was making. And they actually, did their job to the best of their ability. Now, I don't know if it's the age range of the people now, but it's
I
not the
think
same.
it's age and ethnicity.
That could be it. That
I'm
could be it.
listen. I just analyze it, and in general, I'm not saying it's 100%, but
Right,
in
right.
general, the ethnicity, you get a difference in greeting, you get a difference in all of that.
Right, that's true.
You know, one is a little more chipper, and one is like, hello, I don't want to be
Right.
here. It's like, well,
If they
damn,
say
bro, I
that.
ain't tell you to
If
be
if
here.
you get that. If you get
Right, if you get that, they
that.
hey, listen, you go through the drive-through, they just come in there. Can I take your order?
For real, that's it.
No, hello, how you doing?
Nope,
Welcome to.
nope, nope.
Can I take your order? Listen, my girl be getting so pissed. She be like, "Well, hello,
Yeah,
how are you?"
yeah.
And then she'd tell me, but I'd be like, "Hey, I get it. I really do."
I get like that when I hold the door for people. I used to say it was women, but dudes do the shit too. If I'm at Speedway, because that's my favorite little spot. If I'm at Speedway and I'm holding the door from you, I got my iced coffee in my one hand, and you like walk past me and don't say nothing, then I'm definitely gonna blast out of you welcome. Like I'm gonna make sure everybody in the gas station know that you welcome.
No, I understand that. That happened to me one time. Well, I think she may have been a younger chick. I don't know, but
Hmm.
held the door open, and she just walked in as if it was just like a okay. I
Hmm.
was man, it irritated me so bad. Like you little rude b. That's what I thought in my head. I swear. I mean, that was just rude. Like who are you, bro?
Right, right.
So I
Nah,
said,
but it's
yeah. I said, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I
a
still
certain
want to do it
level
though,
of
but I don't
look.
want to do it no more.
It's a certain level of entitlement, man. Some people feel entitled to that. Case in point, in the video, I really feel like she felt entitled to whatever it was that she was saying. She thought her important point was more important than backing down. And we seen where that went. She swung on the man. Ah, damn. Anyway, go
Swung on him, bro.
ahead.
So I got another one. So about these YouTube pranks, like are they going too far? So let me cue this one up. This one, I think you definitely gonna like this one. I ain't gonna hold you up. Just watch my man.
selling childish toys for? You crazy? What? How old you is? How old I look? Too old to be looking at these little toys with you. Something. That's the second time you can call me a. Me. What's wrong with you? When I call you that, bro, my bag back. You doing. All right, you want a video? You want a video? It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. All right, it's a video. 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 Wow, you shot the joke. It's just a 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 joke. You on camera, man. You on camera, man. It's just a camera, bro. Oh, that camera. All right, bro. You good, bro? I just told you it's a video, bro. I'm gone, bro.
He ain't done with you yet, bro. He ain't done with you.
Listen. What is so funny about that is one, you see like the YouTube pranks and stuff, and then you see them like kind of going left, but you never seen like one where it's like real, they got to them type situation. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with you, bro. I saw one, I want to say 2 years ago, bro, where a dude lost his life, bro, in the parking lot playing around.
Really?
Yeah, man, you got to look that up, man. Prankster, let me see, loses his life, bro. Like people, I feel like it depends on what you're doing. It's one dude I watch on Facebook. His videos are hilarious. Like his interactions with people is always funny. You
You
know what
talking
I
the
mean? Like
Mexican
they,
dude, little short
no, it's a
Mexican
black
dude?
guy. No, it's a black
Okay,
dude.
okay.
Yeah, it's a black dude. Cool. When I find another video, I'll send it to you. But no, cool dude. I love his pranks. And they wholesome. You know what I mean? He like to mess with the women and stuff like that. So I
Oh,
think
you
it's
talking about
hilarious,
Calvin
bro.
Grimes?
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
Dog, I
my
like
man
his
says
videos.
funny.
Dog, I like his videos, bro. But it's a certain thing that you do, you know what I mean, when you know you overstepping, bro. Like you calling people out their name. Like I get that you think that that's funny, but everybody not gonna
Everybody
react the
don't play
same way.
like that.
Man, come on. He looked like he had on a work outfit. He just got off work. He looked like he grabbing the last couple of things. Might have been for Christmas. You never know. And plus, it's certain things you don't say to a man anyway.
Yep, I
You
agree.
know what I mean? It's certain things what did you think was gonna happen? That's what that's what I want to know. Like, what did you think was gonna happen, bro? Like, do you think he was just gonna like run away? Like, come on, man. You
Hey,
have
what do
to
you think he
think.
called him? Did he call him? You think
I
he called him a B word?
It sounded like he may have called him that, but I thought when he brought up the toys, maybe he was calling him like a pedophile or something like that. I don't know, but he
Huh.
brought up the toys. He's like, "You a grown man and a little toy? What did you? Maybe a pervert?" But me and
Okay,
black men, they
okay.
usually don't say
Yeah, okay.
pervert like that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. He like that's the second time you even called me that. Whatever it
Yeah.
was enough to get him tossed around them from the grocery store. Like, and,
Grab
and
my man's up quick.
his cameraman, like what?
Grabbed
Them
him
be the
up
funny
quick.
ones when you get hemmed up and your cameraman don't run up. Like your cameraman just standing
I
there
mean,
like,
cameraman ran up, but I don't like he really did too much.
nah, we
Cause
need
that's
more
how the
than that.
camera got so close.
That's not running up, bro. It took you a long time. He done threw you around a little bit, all in the aisle.
I wonder if he
That's,
continued to do those pranks after that.
you
I mean,
feel like,
I get, being on YouTube, being monetized, I get it, but like, I don't know, like that was one thing that really always stopped me from really like creating content. It was because you see people doing the pranks, you see the gold digger pranks, you see all that little stuff, and it was just like I'm not that person. I'm not
Mhm.
that person that I'm a serious person. So I couldn't
Right,
see myself doing no dances and because I wouldn't want to be known for that.
right. I feel you.
Like I can't muster up the energy to want to get on camera and dance or muster up the energy to want to go do pranks on people. Like I'm not that ain't me, bro. I couldn't do it. So I mean, granted they can do it, but it's like, bro, you don't never. I still remember seeing one where a dog pulled out a strap on one of them, and I think
Hmm.
dog he actually even bust at him. He didn't hit him,
Right,
but he
right.
bust at him. I was like, yo, what? That would have been my last day doing pranks. I'm not gonna hold you
Mm.
up. If a
It's
dude
one.
wholeheartedly pulled a strap and bust at you, no, dog.
It's one where they be walking through through the hoods with clear book bags and
with
put
like
like
30
piles
bands
of
and they
money in,
yeah.
man.
They did it in Detroit. They did it in Detroit. They came
For
to Detroit and
real?
did that. Yes.
Uh,
On the east side too at that.
oh.
Exactly. Exactly. They listen, he even walked up on some chicks. Chicks got down on him.
You need to get your ass whipped out here, and especially on the east side. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. But no, I certain things, like I said, it's some funny pranks. Like my man, we was just talking about, like you could do, sports pranks. I don't even mind, even though they is kind of more on the danger side, but I don't mind. You ever see the ones where the people like dress up like plants or like statues
Yep.
and they
Yep.
like jump out? You know what I mean? Even those
Yeah.
get funny or whatever, but even those you got might be a little dangerous. Like somebody might, I done seen a couple
Yeah.
people get rocked. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
even those might be a little bit, but I don't know. I don't
Yeah. Hey. I mean, more power to him, but I just don't.
know. Right.
I can't really see a real benefit behind that. That's crazy.
But he got views off of that, and that's the way people think nowadays. Like, I don't even know if that would have been a life changer for him. You know what I mean? Like Trump said, all publicity is good publicity. So the fact that he probably went viral off of getting slammed around might make people follow his page to see, oh, is he gonna do something else stupid and put his that might be his signature calling card now. You know what I mean? Because he might, realize that him damn near getting his ass whooped is what gets him the views. Like you never know. These people stupid, bro.
I get it. I mean, considering the fact, I'm learning more and more about YouTube, of course, and then like I know when it comes to their partnership program, I know like entertainment is on the lower end of the spectrum on like how much they pay.
Oh, for
Um
real? What's
yeah,
the highest?
like business and finance.
Straight up.
Reason being is
Okay.
because you know the platform YouTube itself is free, and if you actually think about like the whole business model, when people are like pumping out content, like it's free to you as a consumer because you as a consumer, you're the customer base, so they want to get as many viewers as possible. That's one of
Okay.
the reasons why like Netflix is going like crazy, like they stock and everything like that because they have the viewership. um
Okay.
that's why like like basketball, their views is down. NFL, their views is up. That's why they had Christmas and Thanksgiving, so they get more market share. But when advertisers advertise to the customer,
Hmm.
the entertainment sector, they are less likely to purchase and spend money on that ad. But
Agreed.
business and finance, those are more, people that probably have more access to funds and resources, stuff like that. And when you advertise, a certain product and stuff, it's a much higher chance of those individuals actually making a purchase. And there's a smaller, by it being a smaller audience in that sector, smaller but greater chance of spend. So
Hmm.
with that ad, with them advertisers, with that ad spend directed to those people, when they purchase, you get a higher percentage. So like you
Wow.
can in the business and finance and wealth creation, they would get sort of anywhere between like like the $20 to $40 range for every 1,000 views.
Okay.
But entertainment, they may get like anywhere between like $4 to $15. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's like, yeah, you have to work a lot more, get a lot more views to get the same amount as somebody who in a business sector would need less views, but they got a higher they call it CPM if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. I never knew that.
Yeah. See, hey, listen, I dove in with this YouTube stuff, so I'm learning everything.
No, I feel you because when I'm watching my entertainment, I'm not trying to buy nothing. I'm skipping every that boy, the
Exactly.
countdown can get there fast enough for me to get.
Exactly.
As soon as it say skip ad, I'm on it. I'd have paused the video accidentally trying to hit that boy too fast.
Exactly.
Okay.
I got one more, man. This one really like blew me. And this is more so the reasons why like dads are so important. Like it's yeah.
This your girl right here?
Shit, yeah.
If your girl and NBA YoungBoy was drowning, and you can only save one, which one? Which one of them would you save?
Young boy. Fuck that bitch. Nigga, young boy. It's no nother young boy I can get a new girl.
What you mean?
The fuck you mean what I mean? I just said what the fuck I mean. You know,
Nigga, your girl right here. You gonna?
that ain't my problem. She should know this. She should know this. Slimed out. 4K trading and nobody safe. We're gonna die today. We put guns to face.
Nigga, your girl drowning though. Like, imagine your girl drowning.
I understood the question. You done said that shit 10 times, motherfucker. And I said what I said. Look, I said what I said.
Literally standing right here.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you imagine your girl drowning though?
Yeah. And young boy drowning and me saving him? Yes, I can.
You different.
I know, I'm different. That's a good thing.
Listen, man.
Okay.
If you got a crush on young boy, just say that. Like, tell that young lady. Tell that young lady stop lying. Hey, man. Listen, man. That don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense. Now,
Hey,
if you're
listen.
talking about from a financial aspect of it, you got, NBA young boy drowning and you save him and you wind up getting millions of dollars out of it, then I might even be able to a piece of understand what you're saying. But if you saying just because you love this man so much, like, nah, I can't.
Listen.
Okay.
I mean, you clearly see from my man who actually is doing the interview how shocked and appalled he was. He like, bro, your girl right here. He
Right.
like, I don't give a F, and whatever he said his gang was and guns in your face. I'm just like, bro, like our youth is so not all of them, but too many of them, and but that be the ones people be getting pregnant by, like that type.
Man. Listen, I hope she understood after that.
I
And they
hope
made
so
some
too.
different
That was
decisions. You
sad.
know what I mean?
That was really sad.
No. Cause he probably stay with her on her couch, playing a video game all day. I've seen it. You've seen that guy
Yeah,
before.
I mean, we've all seen it, but still, it's I was like, dog,
Yeah.
really?
That's heartbreaking. Like, and it's showing where we've come, like what they've succeeded and
Yeah,
what they've put out here as far as music and the mentality that they wanted us to have. They've succeeded, bro. Like, a lot of people are lost if that's your thought process on it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Michael Jackson, bro. But if it's MJ and my wife, like,
MJ, you gotta go.
hey, I'm sorry,
I'm
my
sorry.
guy.
I'm sorry.
Listen, let me get your gloves so I can tell people what happened. Selling on the black market.
Oh, you dirty, but yeah,
Listen, I save her and then I try to, you know what I mean, see if I can still see you. If
yeah,
I can still see you, then I might,
yeah,
try to come up with a plan. But no, when it comes between you and my wife or anybody in my family, it ain't got to be my wife. Like, I
yeah. You not
ain't.
not priority one, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, not at all. Not at all, bro.
Well, any final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here?
No, man. I see that they are, from what they say, there's some people that's going to be moving back into their homes, getting back into the California fire thing. Um, so I'm excited about that. That they kind of got it to dissipate some. As far as people in their relationships, man, watch who you dating, bro. Watch who you dating, and watch your mouth. That's it.
Definitely, I agree. I don't see why people still live in California, but teach us on.
Man, but like you were saying, just to jump on that, because you brought up a good point. They make provisions. Like, we know that they're the hurricane capital, not hurricane, earthquake capital. So I found it out when I was in elementary school that they build buildings with like little joists at the bottom of it to absorb and tilt the buildings and absorb the
Yeah,
contact. Like, so they've made, you know, provisions for natural disaster. So, to even conceive that somebody got to be getting paid. I'm the conspiracy theorist, bro. Somebody getting paid. That's what I'm saying. If you ain't coming up with nothing, then somebody getting paid. I don't know who it is, or you know what I mean, how y'all got it set up like that. But yeah,
you want me to
no,
feed into your conspiracy?
go for it.
Let's hypothetically say somebody is getting paid, right? But
Mhm.
let's say the pay is not right now. Let's say the pay is for the future. Because if all
Okay.
the houses get burned down and insurance companies leave, that means that those families that was there, they can't rebuild their own community. So what that leaves is it's a whole community full of burned down houses, which means the property value is now diminished, which means I can now come in as a large capital investor. Hypothetically, let's just say, like Berkshire Hathaway, who's sitting on
Mhm.
these effing war chests of funds, 200 and something million or billion. I can't remember if it was an M or a B, but I know it's a shit ton. And
Mhm.
yeah, take somebody like that, come in and buy the entire block and then rebuild the entire community. And then guess what? Now I got an effing fortune. We'll add it to
Mhm.
my fortune.
Yep.
See, I just added to your conspiracy, but I doubt
And
that.
I appreciate it.
I
I mean,
doubt that's
no,
what's
that could
going
be
on.
happening. Like I said, they caught the dude with the torch. They caught a dude with a torch. So with that
Mhm.
being said, it's not too far fetched, man. We've known business owners, even in Detroit. It's a tire shop on 7 Mile. That every 6 months that boy get burned down. And every time that boy get burned down, they come back bigger and better. Like bigger 3 o'clock in the morning. You like, where's that
You
smell?
say he playing the system, huh?
Dog, come on, man. But like you
Guarantee
said,
the insurance company is about to drop him.
that's what I was about to say. Like you said, it's gonna be an insurance issue eventually. But hey, listen,
Right.
I can only imagine how much insurance is to live in California in the first place. Like,
I wouldn't even want to know. I don't
mm,
even have interest of going there, being there, living there. None of that.
my wife got family there, so she check in on them every now and again just to make sure that they're good, especially during this
Mhm.
situation. But that's our plan is to get on down there. I'm glad they got this out the way. So when we go,
To visit or to live?
no, just to visit, bro, just to
Oh, okay.
visit. It's really the earthquakes for me, and fire, whatever, just move. But earthquakes for me, like something I can't control. You know what I mean? The fire you can walk away from, drive away from, like something, figure something out and get away. But when the ground's shaking up under you, bro, I
And then
don't know.
start breaking.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do behind that.
F all
Like
that.
your TV fall in the hall, and you like, oh, like no, I
Facts.
can't.
All right, well, people, we'll catch y'all next Friday at 10 p.m. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all go to YouTube, subscribe to CEO Rico TV. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.